Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I have the most adorable little treat holder. It's super duper simple to make, and I wanted it to be that way because if you wanted to make a bunch of these, it wouldn't take you an eternity. It wouldn't take you until Christmas. So now I have several, well, actually not too many, just a couple of supplies that you need. First of all, I'm using the Spooky Fun stamp set and coordinating framelits. I cut the tree out of some early espresso ink or cardstock. And you can see this is the tree framelit. And I have to tell you, so I was looking at this when I was going to cut it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a happy face in this. So let me show it to you. Do you see it? Let me grab a pointing device. So you can see here's the smile and here are the two eyeballs. See, it's a happy tree. Oh my gosh, it's a happy tree. Like, get it? Happy trees? Like, what's that guy's name? Bob Ross? We're stamping happy trees. Yay. Okay, sorry. I get a little excitable sometimes. It's not just because of the sugar. So, because this is a treat holder, you also need treats. So in here, I have some little Kit Kats that I put in, but you could also use a Reese's peanut butter cup because I believe there's nothing better in this world than one of those. So really you need two. One, of course, to sustain you through the process of making the treats. And then of course the other for why we're making a treat. To put in a treat holder. It's gotta hold something after all. Okay. Oh, peanut butter deliciousness. So, the next thing, sorry, I have peanut butter in my mouth. The next thing we're going to do is score. So I have my scoring, Simply Scored tool here. And let me show you how easy this is. Now, don't pay attention to these markers because they're for something else. So I have a 10 by 3 1/4 inch piece of paper. And if you forgot all that, don't worry, it's on my blog. The link will be in the description of this video. And all of the supplies I used will be listed there as well. So I'm going to score at 2.5, except I missed the 2.5 line. That's okay. No, shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, 6 and 6.5. Really complicated, as you can clearly see. Okay, so we'll take that and fold it up. Very simple. Now, because my little boo-boo was on the back side, no one will know. That's the beauty of making boo-boos on the back side. Again, that sounds terrible. I say these things in my videos and I just think, oh my goodness. All right, so you can see it just it creates kind of a little matchboxy sort of situation. Again, the whole point was to make this as easy as possible. So I can stick my little treat in here. And if you want to jazz your treat up a little bit, you can. And actually, let me see, I just shot another video that'll be up tonight. So if you're watching this, there's another one coming for a blog hop that I'm in. And I'm moving everything around because, here it is. I had this left over from something I was working on earlier. I just didn't like how it turned out. So I could just totally stick this onto my Reese's and then it would be kind of fun and cute. There's like a little guy poking out. Beep. Okay, so to put this together, I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to start with the front. Like I said, I die cut my happy tree. Oh my gosh, I so love that. It's a happy tree. Andy, are you watching this? Because Andy likes happy trees. And I'm just going to adhere this to the bottom. I didn't put any adhesive on the tree, and I will show you why in just a moment. And then I can just trim the excess off of the sides. Like so that it's even with my piece of crumb cake cardstock. By the way, did I tell you this was crumb cake? Because it is. All right. I think I need a little more chocolate. Yummy. So good. So my family has totally figured out where I keep my treats in my office because I have candy in here for, you know, the different treat projects that I make. Of course, I probably have more treats than projects that I would ever make, but that is beside the point, people. Okay, I'm going to stamp Trick or Treat on there. I'm using Early Espresso ink only because my tree is Early Espresso. And then last, I'm going to stamp Well, I shouldn't say last, but I'm going to stamp a little bat up there. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do to make this look kind of sweet is I punched a 2.5-inch circle. I used my punch, which I know the punch is not available anymore. If you don't have a 2.5-inch circle, you can use the circles, layering circles framelits, and that's the supply item I will list in there. But I know a lot of you have that punch, so it's really fun to use that punch, I think. So I'm going to take some Peekaboo Peach ink. I wanted something a little bit subdued, not so in your face. And I'm just going to sponge some ink on here to create kind of a cool harvest moon. And I saw there was a harvest moon not too long ago. I mean, it might have been a couple of weeks. I can't remember. Sometimes I wonder. And just to make it a little more moony, if that's a word, I kind of went in circles and kept it a little bit lighter out in the center and then darker around the edges. And I don't know, maybe that won't make any difference at all, but I think it looks kind of cool. So there's my Spooky Harvest Moon, which I kind of love, to be honest. I'm just going to adhere that to the background of my card, so it's behind my tree, and that's all there is to that. Now to tie all of this together, literally, I'm just going to take a little baker's twine and tie it. And I chose baker's twine for a couple reasons. First of all, it's cheap, it's easy, and it's thin. So it does not take up a lot of bulk. It's easy to tie and it's thin. The bulk thing is a big thing, especially if you wanted to like send this to somebody. So just grab a length and tie a little bow. I like to do mine off to one side a little, but you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then just tie this in here. It holds the treats in place as well as keeps the shape of your treat holder, which is perfect. And then you don't even need adhesive to make this happen outside of, you know, adhering your tree. You don't need to like glue your treat in there or anything, which I think is just awesome. So isn't that just so cute and sweet and easy and really fun? So like I said, you can put different treats in there, whatever you like. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you need any of these supplies, will you please check out my blog? Like I mentioned, all of the supplies and everything I used will be there, as well as photos, the dimensions, all that good stuff. The link is in the description of this video, so check it out. Thank you so much for stamping with me today, guys. Bye.